All right, guys, welcome back to Elevator Paso. Today we have one of those guys who has really start to take the name of El Paso into greater audiences and bring about that attention, that positive attention that this city needs. Today we're going to be speaking with Bodi Rascon. Bodi, how are you?
And yourself?
I'm doing well. Bodi is an El Paso native. He was in Socorro High School and has now been drafted into the San Diego Padres. Tell me a little bit about that experience, bro. First of all, tell me what it felt like to hear your name.
It was shocking. There was times where I thought I wasn't going to make it, really. Then I committed to go to college. And once I started getting the MLB attention from scouts, there wasn't anything that really could explain it. I was full of emotions and everything. It was really nice.
Yeah. And you were the 14th, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how is the system going to work? You have some that are ahead, then you'll be taken care of. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so the team decides what they're going to pay them. So they go with them first. And once they get to me, that's when we figure out how much I'm going to be asking for.
There you go. And I remember Bodi, when he was playing Little League here in El Paso, team, the Unknowns. Tell me what your experience has been in regards to taking that experience from Little League into now the major leagues. How does that translate for you?
I feel like just keep having fun.
Yeah?
I grew up, I was a young kid, I didn't worry about anything. I feel like nowadays I got what was hard past me, so now I guess just have fun.
Yeah, and how do you feel mentally? Do you feel ready for this?
Yeah. I feel like I've prepared myself enough to be ready to play professional baseball.
Tell me about that. How is that preparation?
I guess just really focusing on myself, make sure that I'm safe, taking care of myself, physically and mentally.
And in regards to training, have you ramped up your training?
Yeah, I compared to my freshman, sophomore year, when I could not lift much back then. Nowadays, I'm working out twice a day. They have me on a diet now, so everything's been really good.
And you're going to be pitching, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you clocked your speed yet?
Yes, this year I topped out at 95.
Ooh, that's an arm, boy.
Yes,
that's pretty cool. Tell me what it is that you expect once you get to that scene. How is it that you expect the experience to be?
I feel like it's going to be good. I'm going to be around guys just as good as me, so it depends how hard I want to work at it.
Do you feel that getting out to the stadium with all those people is going to be an intimidation factor for you?
Not really. I don't really feel intimidated, but it's going to have some nerves in me for a little bit the first couple of times, but I feel like I'll be good.
Are you trying to change the way you pitch in any way?
Not really. I feel confident the way I am. I know there's going to be coaches there that are going to teach me, and I'm all ears to them because I know I don't know everything. And if I get something out of them that helps me, I'll definitely use it. If I don't, it's fine.
Now, in regards to those coaches that have been in your life already as you were growing up, has there been any lessons that have stuck with you through this time?
I guess just mentality. I remember coaches would go practice from 8 to 1, and they were terrible. And now I feel like those definitely paid off, and thankfully for them, really just keep motivating me to keep playing and just have fun out there.
And if you have to give a lesson or some advice for everybody else in El Paso, younger generation coming up right behind you, wanting to do the same thing, what would that advice be?
Don't give up on your dreams. Work as hard as you can. Even if everybody says no, just keep doing it. If you stick your mind to it, there's a pretty good chance you can do it.
So this is what you've wanted to do your whole life?
My whole life.
And now that you've committed to college, did you have an idea of what you wanted to do in college?
I wanted to study equine veterinarian.
Really?
Horses.
Really? And I hear that you've been around horses a lot of your life, right?
Ever since I basically was on a horse before I could walk.
That's pretty cool. All right, brother. Well, tell me now about your experience in regards to visiting San Diego. Have you had a chance?
Yes. Actually, the day before, I had a workout with them, so they flew me out to San Diego.
Ooh, tell me about that workout.
It was nice. Doing 15, 20 pitches in front of their whole coaching staff, GMs, all the top people were there.
And out of the 15, Do you feel that any of them could have been better? Do you feel like you were on point?
I can't really say anything about the past, but I mean, it worked good enough for them to draft me, so I feel like it worked pretty good.
Yeah. Were any other teams looking at you?
I had a couple teams, first couple high school games, I had about 30 scouts at each one, and I knew that I had the potential to be there. I mean, carry on with the season, I still had 5, 6 at every game, so I felt like other teams were interested, but I feel like they got me before anybody else could.
Is there a team you wish you would have gone to?
Not really.
No?
As long as I get to play professional baseball, I don't care where it's at.
Yeah, and now in regards to your memories of El Paso and playing here, tell me about that. What sticks out in your mind the most? What was your favorite memory?
I feel like playing with the unknowns, they're really, Coach Alex was like another father to me. His family always took care of me, and they were really nice to me in hospitality. We practiced at their house, and that was definitely fun.
So the unknowns, you guys were tiny. I remember taking you guys' picture, and you guys were all little teeny boppers. And the team kept growing, and you guys just kept moving along as a team together. Just the other night, you guys had a party for you. It was the unknowns older version now.
Yeah.
Tell me what it was to see those guys.
It was good to see them, There was a couple that I kept in touch with that still play baseball, but some that I've been seeing and since I left, it felt really nice to see them. There's other guys who are going to go play baseball, and I feel like if they motivate themselves just as much as I do, we can end up seeing each other again.
Yeah? What advice would you give them?
Just keep working. I mean, there's not enough work you can put in. Just go 110% all the time.
What are your expectations?
Just be the best player I can be.
Yeah.
So, if the faster I get there, if I end up signing, which would be really nice, the faster I get there, the better. If not, just keep focusing on myself.
Now, in regards to changing strategies, has there ever been a moment where you say, I just got to change this, I got to do something different?
Not really. I guess back then I was kind of lazy, to be honest. My freshman and sophomore year, I would try to lay back, and that's when I knew that wasn't going to work for me. So I just stepped it up more.
And now, what do your workouts look like?
That 81 was pretty easy compared to what I do now. I mean, in the morning, I go 3 hours. In the afternoon, I go 3 hours, and I still have to go run and do everything else.
Whew.
So,
Bodi, before we let you go, any last words? Give me something in regards to El Paso for our audience.
growing up here, I mean, it definitely was the time of my life. I ain't gonna lie, the friends I've made, family I still have here, they're amazing. It's a wonderful town. And, if I end up playing AAA, I end up coming back here, which is gonna be really nice.
And when you get back, you're definitely gonna let us know so that we can follow up with you, right?
Of course.
Awesome. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.